Why is it that every time you see a beautiful girl on the street, you never go up to her? It isn't just that you don't know what to say, it's also because of your fear of rejection and public embarrassment. And that is a natural fear, especially early on in your cold approaching career. And that's why we'll take you through the start of our multi-path script that will make cold approaching successful and drama-free at the same time. This is so you don't share the same experience as the almoner. The almoner spotted a beautiful goth baddie. Maybe I could talk to her, but all of his reputation seems to be on the line. He's been staring at her for ages now. Despite her already being uncomfortable, his friends push him to walk over. Come on, man, you can do it, almoner. You must be a chicken farmer because you just raised my cock. Harassment complaint filed. He rightfully never finds the courage to approach again. Don't be like the almoner. Now, first of all, every single kind of cold approach can be successful. You can play like a numbers game. 2% success rate, just approach 50 girls and you'll get one. Even with the most horrendous technique. So, why do we not just do that? Surely our success rate is higher than 2%. So, approach 10 girls a day and build your harem, guys. Well, I probably don't have to tell you, it's quite embarrassing to get rejected. And yes, you could become the David Goggins of cold approaching, but let's be real. You watching this video right now won't do that. But what if your cold approaches could have a 70, 80, or even a 90% success rate? Paired with minimized embarrassment for the failed attempts, doesn't sound so bad now, does it? The first step to a successful cold approach is lowering her anxiety. When she gets approached, especially with her friends around, she's probably even more nervous than you. That alone can lead to a bad response and even a rejection. So ideally you want to give her some time to mentally prepare for the approach. This means no approaching from behind. No approaching when she's clearly in a rush. You want to make sure she's at least in a somewhat receptive mood. And you do so with eye contact. And no, I don't mean the staring contest the almoner had in the intro. Just hold it for 1-2 seconds, then throw a quick smile her way. You're making your attention clear and ideally building some intrigue. If she doesn't reciprocate the smile, we keep going anyway. Mama didn't raise no bitch, man. Now, to our opener. As you get more experience, you can experiment with this. And I'll probably make some more videos on some different approaches you can do. But if you have under 10 cold approaches completed in your life, just follow this simple path. It is minimizing personal embarrassment more than any other efficient path you'll find, so there's a good chance you'll actually go out and use this. Hey you. Yes? What's your name? Pretty easy so far, right? She's been asked that question a million times. It's perfect for our idea because her response will be very close to automatic. And you haven't even revealed your intentions yet, so there's no real room for embarrassment. Right now you might be thinking, well, where do we go from here? She's just going to say her name and then we're back to square zero, right? But that's not the case. Just by her tonality, we can make hundreds of distinctions. How loud did she answer? How fast? How long? Is she stressed? Is she tired? Is she attracted to you? Is she embarrassed? All of these mean something slightly different socially. The most obvious distinction is obviously between her responding with Anna or hey, I'm Anna, or even better something like I'm Anna, what's your name? For the purpose of this video, we'll categorize all of her responses into one of two camps. High interest responses and low interest responses. A high interest response would be a smile before giving the answer. It could be open body language, but more simply put, this means you think she likes you and would be receptive for further advancement. Whilst a low interest response would be a closed off body language or a short response. Depending on how risk averse you are, you can also put responses that you're unsure about in this category. A low interest response just means she's currently not receptive for further advancements. Now it's important to mention, a low interest response doesn't automatically mean that you're unattractive to her. Maybe your grandpa just fell down some stairs. Or she just found out her boyfriend isn't subscribed to All Maxing a couple minutes ago. There are a million different reasons she wasn't that excited at that exact moment, so don't take it too personal if she only gives you her name. In 99% of cases, you'll be able to realize whether she gave you a high or a low interest response within a split second. Depending on your looks, you'll have a pretty high to extremely high chance of converting from a high interest response, especially once you get some more options from us with our different scripts. Girls dream of getting cold approached, and as long as you're doing what can only be described as the bare minimum, you'll be fine. Compliment her, tell her that she probably hears it all the time, mention what kind of girl she is, get her details, and exit. We'll still do a detailed breakdown of it in the future, but most guys feel pretty confident from here on out. But what about the low interest response? The big scary thing that could happen that stops you from risking a cold approach. Well, here's our all-maxing low interest cold approach SOP. As soon as you realize the low interest response, your next sentence should start with the words, "I just want to say I don't want anything from you, but." And then, for example, "You're very beautiful," or any other genuine compliment that comes to mind. You won't get her number with this approach. But doing this still turns a bad situation into a good one. By making it clear that you're not looking to get anything as an exchange for your compliment, you will still get a positive reaction out of her. Everybody likes to be complimented. Instead of being an event that puts you down and kills your confidence, it instead massively boosts your social flow for the rest of the day, as well as improving your social skills long term. These terrible low-interest approaches, they become your practice reps. Practice in the act of going up to a stranger and saying the first thing that comes to mind. A practice in finding something nice to say and giving compliments. A nice transition from the 10% of failed cold approaches every guy is so scared of, right? Which is what makes it so beneficial and realistic as a beginner cold approaching strategy. You could bang one of these out every time you see a girl you find cute with little to no pressure. Or give out 5 compliments before you go to the club, just to get into the flow of talking to girls. Not to do one every 8 months and then obsess about it for the next year. And if you watch this video up to this point, you clearly have the desire to fucking do it. So go out there and share the story in the All Maxing Discord. You'll even get some hype man and feedback if needed. Hope this helped, and always remember, make her cry at least once a day.